And hello once again, I'm back doing a community server stream again. It's been a little while since I've done one of these. So excited. Ooh, I need to be smelting something there. What am I wasting? Yeah, let's get some cobblestone in there. Cobblestone, cobblestone, cobblestone. There we go. That at least keeps that going. Yeah, let's also load that one up, because let's load all of them up. Why not? I've got cobblestone to spare. Okay, and a little bit more. What was I doing with all these shovels? Was I getting sand? I feel like I was getting sand. So yeah, I'm gonna need to quickly browse through all my chests and find out where I'm at with materials and all that good stuff. Definitely low on diamonds. Doing quite well on iron, though. And on all of that. Let's make a clock. My life doesn't feel complete without a clock. Okay. Man, we really need to get some mending. Yeah, so if I really want mending, I'll need to see if someone's got a villager. A mending villager. What's this? Luck of the sea. Oh, what was I gonna put in here? Was it gonna be pigs? Maybe that's the next thing I do is go grab some pigs. If I have carrots. Mystic Duska, what's going on? Oh, wow, we do have a lot of cows in here. Alright, yeah, let me see if I have a carrot somewhere to go start getting some pigs over here, because we do need to fill up that next area. Not a lot. Mystic. Well, I guess that can be a good thing. Alright, yes, we do have plenty of carrots. Yeah. We'll just have to do what we did with the others and cut this out so they can fall down here. Okay, I think I remember where there were some pigs, so let's go see if I can get a pig or two. Oh, come on, did I not leave a boat out here? Is it downstairs still? Yeah, I think I totally did that. That is a lot of cows. Yeah, it's, you know, for that area, that small area, it sure is a lot. Yeah, I'm really digging this base on our community server. It's a good base. But yeah, they are packed in there pretty tightly. That's right, I did have some stuff in here. Anything useful? Not really. Other materials. Okay, well. Still have a lot to do on this server. Get a boat is one of those things. Let's take an acacia boat this time. Oh, you like the sign? Thanks. Birdstar! Welcome, how are you? Feel free to join me in chat, Bird. I'm on the community server. This is my other... This is supposed to be readable. Zeus the Cat's badass fucking island that makes all other islands wet their pants, motherfucker. I was feeling very, very vulgar that night. Okay, so pretty sure there's pigs over here. Oh man, and I need to get going on some maps. Maybe that's something else I'll do tonight, is try to get a little bit of a navigation area going. Where are their pigs? Were they down here? I think they were desert pigs, and I think this is a desert. What's up, Joe? Blow you away? How's it going? And yes, Bird, thank you for 30 bits total, man. Makes all other islands S-O... soil themselves? I was like, wait, what is that? Oh, thank you, Joe Blow You Away. That's a huge honor. Very huge honor. Why does this look so symmetrical? I feel like someone did this intentionally. No. Right, you know what? Actually, I'm going to take this with me in case I forget where I left it. I don't know how far inland I'm going to need to go for these goddamn mystical pigs. I could get bunnies. Yeah, why would I have thought there were pigs here? I'm pretty sure there are never pigs in deserts. It may have been a little further down. Yeah, I'm super glad boats don't break anymore. That was the fucking worst. Like, you hit a lily pad and your boat just shatters under your weight. Oh my god, it's a lily pad right ahead! Could you imagine what kind of a lily pad it must have taken to sink the Titanic? Alright, Bird. Well, lurk away and maybe I'll see you in here later. Okay, wait, what's this? Did someone come build over near me? Well, now it's getting dark. I'm gonna have to hunt for pigs at night. And there's not a soul on the server. Just me. Is it back here? Yes, I think this is where the pigs were. Yep, there's a pig. I can see it from here. Come, pig! Quick, before the zombies do. Get in the fucking boat, pig! Get in the boat, get in the boat, get in the boat! Oh! Ha ha, motherfucker. Update Aquatic has not landed yet, asshole. But they are threats to me, Mystic Duska. I didn't want that zombie to attack me. feels like very appropriate music for just sailing through the night on the open ocean. There it is. Damn, this is starting to look pretty badass at night. Alright, and we're just going to need to repeat this journey for pig number 2. Come on, piggy piggy. I guess I do have to break this, don't I? Okay, pig. Come to your new home. Please go down this hole. Please. Please go down the hole. Nope, go down the hole, I said. Nope. Nope, bad pig. Bad pig. Fall in the hole! He's like, no. You think I'm a stupid pig? Okay. That pig is going to fall and hurt his little pig body. Don't die, pig. Yes, he rode the ladder like a good pig. Oh my god, what a good pig. Alright, pig. Now you will be enslaved underwater. But don't worry, I'll bring you a partner. Alright. One pig down. One pig to go. Okay, and then just to make this easier on myself, let's do that. Like that. That way he can fall down, I'll fall down with him, I'll help him ride down the pig ladder. Well, shit, while I'm waiting, may as well grab a hoe and work on my fields. That'll do, pig. That'll do. I did not like Babe. I know a lot of people look back at Babe and say, wow, Babe was a good movie. I didn't like either pig movie. I think Babe and Gordy were both just steaming loads of hot trash. Yeah, why do I not have that? Oh, damn it, you know what? Why did I just realized, of course. Well, no. I will only need one of these, because I'm not going to really expand this field all that much. You respect my opinion, but you highly disagree with it. Yeah, you and everybody else. Man. Saying you don't like Babe is just an unpopular opinion. I remember when that movie came out, it did not get reviewed very well. Like, I think most people, like, you know, back in the mid-90s when those movies both hit, myself included, just thought like, wow, Babe and Gordy are pretty bad movies, but hey, I'm a kid, and for some reason I went and saw both of those pig movies. That's right, Mystic. I don't judge other people for liking that movie. I mean, clearly I'm in the minority, so I'm probably objectively wrong on this one. But then again, I don't think I'm a fan of very many of the, like, anthropomorphic talking animal genre. Unless it's Homeward Bound. Homeward Bound was the shit. Okay, don't want to have to re-hoe that soil. So yeah, I just need to actually put some water source blocks in here so that this actually stays watered. Oh, good night, son. Love you. Oh, that was a sweet surprise. My son came in and was like, I love you, Daddy. There we go. That needed to be done. And for that matter, I may as well just hit this up while I'm at it. I need to kill a little more time before daylight. Yeah, I suppose I could have always just slept in my bed, but you know. See, I feel like this is a little dark here. And likewise. Technically, they're not anthropomorphic. Anthropomorphic is when they walk on two legs. Oh, I thought anthropomorphic was if they did anything human-like. Trying to think, like, break down that word. See, I thought if it was just to do with them walking on two legs, that would just make them bipedal or something, but I am making bad assumptions, apparently. Well, I don't like it when there's movies with the talking animals where their mouths move like humans. I like the Homeward Bound approach much better, where, you know, their words just mystically come out of their being. Okay, let's go get those pigs. Or that pig. That last pig. The last pig. How have I been? I've been okay. I'm back to work this week after a nice vacation and being on the beach and stuff, so it's always a little painful to go back to work after a good vacation. But yeah, all said, I really can't complain. What is there to complain about? I'm getting to play Minecraft and have at least a little bit of leisure time every day, so yeah, not bad. What do I do as a job? My degree is in electrical engineering. I graduated back in 2009 from the U of A with a bachelor's in electrical engineering, and I currently work on traffic management software. So I work for a company. It is a civil engineering firm, and we are a software team on that firm, and we develop software that communicates to traffic signals and other devices out in the city, you know, CCTVs and DMS and stuff like that. Yeah, 2009 does feel forever ago. Thanks. Oh man, I'm old enough to have some experience with how quickly I age and how quickly that time goes by. Alright, you know what? There's no pig over here. I gotta get on my boat. I gotta go to the next little plains area. Is there really only ever one pig over here? I know you're not calling me old. Even if you were, I would not be offended at all. I'm only 33. I'm not, you know, not that old. I'm not old enough to actually care. But yeah, what about you, Mystic? What do you do? What excites you? 22? Yeah, you know, you're old enough. It's like kind of once you pass that 21 milestone, it all just starts to blend together after that. So, you know, you've hit the major milestones. You write and draw for a hobby? That's awesome. Well, enjoy whatever leisure time you can. You know, take advantage of that time while you have it, because at some point, inevitably, you're going to be overwhelmed with work and stuff. You miss the days of being able to partake in your hobbies a little bit more often. Damn, man. There's really no little piggies. Alright, well, shoot. Let's just head north, I guess. Wait, am I going north? Yes, I'm facing north. The land of no pigs. I should name it as such. Behold, the land of no pigs. And of course, when someone shows up, there's gonna be a pig standing right in front of that fucking sign. Land of no pigs. It's false advertising. Send me a piggy. Are pigs not in any forest biomes? Is it really only plains? Oh, this ocean is a large ocean. Yeah, I definitely need to get a map so that I know where I am. Yes, I've definitely seen pigs in jungles. You are right, Mystic. I thought I had seen desert pigs, but apparently I was mistaken. Okay, I think there's some potential pig habitat up here. I vaguely remember this area. Mythical desert pigs. That's right. And yeah, 1.13 is in pre-release. It's gonna be here so soon. Still no official solid release date, but damn it, it's close. I feel like it's gonna be such a significant change to the game. Like, oh my god, so many new things. I won't even know where to begin. All I know is I'm gonna move to the ocean and never leave the oceans. Come on, piggies. Am I really not gonna get a pig? I feel like these sheep are just here taunting me. They're like, you can't find a pig. It's a big plains biome. There should be a pig here somewhere. I like that. I like that. That pig right there. Hey there, piggies. Alright, guys, let's go find an ocean. Only one of you can fit in this boat. There's not enough boat for all of us. Oh god, you're right. These pigs are gonna die in the lava pit. But I can understand why it would take so long. I mean, if you think about the complexity of this game and the amount of changes, I mean, this is 2 updates wrapped into one. These were originally going to be a 1.13 and a 1.14, but they merged the under the hood update of 1.13 with the update aquatic 1.14, and so I mean, I think it's just been a ridiculous amount of time fixing bugs because of the, you know, how drastic so many of the changes were to the game. And this game is so complex, I mean, I imagine it's got to be a significant amount of time to work through all of the bugs and get all that shit figured out. Come on, worthy pig. You were worthy, now you're a piece of shit. Filthy piece of shit. I'm gonna name you Babe. I should name my 2 pigs Babe and Gordy. That would be pretty priceless. Alright, I hope this is open to the ocean. Alright, now I gotta wait for him to re-get aggro. Alright, get in, pig. Oh, come on, you still don't want my carrot? There you go. Get in the boat. Get in the fucking boat. There you go. Good pig. I love how I can just ride in a boat with a pig. Oh, please. Please let this go out to the ocean. Yes, I'm not landlocked. Woo! And just in time, too. It was about to get dark. So I think I head mostly due south. I'm not actually sure anymore. Might take a little bit for me to spot my area. Better than Titanic. You know what? I will say Titanic, when it first came out, seemed like a really good movie. When I watch it now, it seems like a really bad movie. Like, I don't feel like Titanic aged particularly well. Not a popular opinion, I know. I'm full of unpopular opinions, obviously, but I don't know. Fuck Titanic. Okay, at the very least, I should head this way. This feels like the right way. At least if I hit the desert, I'll know where to go, and I know this is the way to the desert. Come on. Damn it, where is it? I'm lost. Oh, wait, I'm too far north. Okay, I need to go further south. I recognize that acacia biome immediately. We're heading right for my island now, I think. Yeah, the theme song's really good. Celine Dion did a good job on that. Can't deny that. Actually, I guess we need to go slightly this way. But yeah, the whole, like, you know, Jack, I'm flying scene. Oof. Yikes. Not great. But I will say Leonardo DiCaprio has grown a lot as an actor since those days. There it is. I almost forgot there was a pig in this boat with me. I heard the oink. I was just like, what the fuck? Oh wait, no, I don't want this pig to walk on my soil. Alright, come on, pig. Let's go join your friend Gordy. Okay, come on, come on. Get down here. Okay, you know what? That's right, I do have to just push you a little, don't I? Just a little push. No! No, not a push up. Push down. There we go. Alright, pig. Ride the ladder. Good pig. Yes. You're a very good pig. Alright, come join your pig brother. Babe and Gordy. You shall now give birth to wait, no, not Charlotte. Wilbur? Wilbur. I don't think I have name tags right now, otherwise I would totally name them. What's up? I'm John. How's it going? There we go, that was much needed. Seeds. So we're gonna still do rabbits. Wabbits. And wabbits are gonna go over here. I'm not gonna do it yet because I want to do some mapping. And let me get this slab back up here. Just woke up by your alarm? That sucks, being woken up by an alarm. I had to go back to being woken up by alarms this week. It made me very sad. Yes, of course. I'm a huge fan of Looney Tunes. I'm fortunate that I grew up at a point where like Cartoon Network would just play like just marathon Looney Tunes constantly. So I feel like I've seen like the majority of all of those little short cartoons. They are quite good. And Tom and Jerry is also really good. I love all of it. Okay, so we put that there. We need leather for item frames. Actually, let's wait on the leather. Map making materials, paper, iron. Yeah, that should be enough. And redstone. Should be enough. And enough. Sherlock, what's up? How are you tonight, Sherlock? Looney Tunes is one of the greatest cartoon series of all time. I completely agree with you, Mystic. I think it's up there very high. Let's just do a bunch of these, why not? I would like to be able to just go nuts on these maps. Come on, click. Okay, something. There we go. Something was messing up there. And I'll do that. Put this iron back. And let's see what we have here. Interesting. I did not mean to do that. $21. $22. $23. $24. There we go. Fully zoomed out. Oh, damn it. Am I really at the top right-hand corner of this? So I am going to have to do 2 maps. No big deal. Christina, hello! How are you, Christina? Mystic, I'd say probably like, yeah, within the next week or two, probably. You know, if we see you in here a couple more times and you continue to be as cool as you've been, we'll definitely send you an invite. Shit. I'm still on here all by myself. And Christina, I'm doing pretty well. Thank you for asking. I hope you're enjoying Tucson. It's crazy to think you're actually not too far from me. But then soon you will be much further away in North Carolina. Yeah, I hope your EGs was really good. Oh, I'm John is on. Hello, I'm John. Heading up the Grand Canyon on Thursday. That's very cool. What state? Oh, yes. No. No. That doesn't work either. It's been a good number of years since I've been to the Grand Canyon. We got to take our kids there soon. But, John has 13 deaths. That's probably pretty low compared to some people on here. Well, I'm glad to see I'm still kind of off by my lonesome. I wanted to live in a remote area without a whole bunch of people around, so. No, I'm not judging. I would have more deaths. I have 4. I would have more if I played on this server more. You're stopping in Phoenix, though, for an hour or so to see the stadium? Very cool. $250 a night? Jesus! That does seem a little pricey. Wait, is this a... Oh my god, a village! Oh, it's a cool village! Oh my god, I wonder if there's any mending villagers here. It's off the map. Does not look like anybody's been here. Oh, and I love the little walkway into the water. Okay, I'm just gonna give this a little break real quick. I think someone's raided this shit. Never mind. Yes, someone has been here. What if I've been here? That's entirely possible. just want to see if there's any librarians selling any good shit. There's a priest. Shepherd. Toolsmith. No. Alright, well at the very least I could get... Man, I could get a couple of these guys back to my base with me. But only one at a time. Man, I feel like this is something that needs to happen. Okay, you! Get in my boat! Huh. Get in my boat. Huh. Huh. Oh, damn it. They really like just like jamming themselves into corners. You did Funtastics and the Children's Museum today? That's... Tucson has a good children's museum. And yeah, I was always like a little more of a fan of golf and stuff, but Funtastics technically I think was a little bit better. I think it had a little more. No, the blacksmith chest has been raided. I checked that. Some bastard stole everything, and that bastard may have been me. Come on, I need one villager. Just any villager near the water can hop in this boat. Okay, villagers. Actually, you know what? No, no! Why is it going so far? I'm being a little bit dumb. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. Get in this fucking boat. Alright. I'm kidnapping this guy. He's coming with me. I'm gonna need to construct a little house for him so he doesn't go mad and run from the island. Oh god, and yeah, Magic Carpet, that's so tragic that Magic Carpet closed down. I have some very fond childhood memories of going to that place. Poor villager. Well, hey, at least he has me to talk to him. Huh. 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 I love talking to the villagers. Oh, Rasinka, hello. Join us on the community server. Yep, I kidnapped a villager. He's in my boat. I was going to just explore, you know, like explore around with this map, but I saw the village, and I'm gonna go kidnap another one. There we go. It takes at least 2 villagers to start a village. Alright, villager. I wish villagers were like animals and I could just pull out a potato and have the villager, like, kite the villager around with a goddamn potato. Alright. You're free, villager! Here, let me build you a door so that you feel like you have a house. I'll be right back, villager. I guess I have not built any doors yet in this house. You know what, actually, let's build a few doors, because when that other villager gets over here, I'm going to want to make sure they can make babies as soon as they're willing. Because I have to make them willing. Yeah, only in Minecraft can you pull stunts like this. Yeah, I did. That was a really cool stunt, though. Like, I couldn't get them to come to the water, so I just put the boat on the top of the hill, rowed a boat down solid land, and got my villager. Okay, you know what? Some of these trees have to go. Oh, shit, and this whole zombie pig... This is something I need to... I need to do something about this right now, because I can't remember if zombie pigmen try to fuck with villagers or not. But let me get some fences and a gate. Don't need much, just a little bit. Oh, nope. Got it backwards. You know what? I'm gonna keep some wood planks on me. Okay. Well, shit. I'm just gonna make it shorter because I don't want to go make more. There. I hope that will keep the babies from getting through too. Should be good enough. Okay, let's cut down a couple trees now. Make an actual little bit of a habitable landscape here. A habitable landscape. Okay, so for now, these guys are just gonna get this shit. That is like 6 houses I just built, according to the villagers. Okay, now let's see if this asshole is still alive here somewhere. Where did the villager go? Oh, he's over here! Get over here! You jerk! Go into your home that I just built for you. I'm gonna go get you a brother now, or a sister, or a mate, or something. Seriously, dude. I want him to see these doors over here so he like registers this as his house. Oh dude, whatever. Fuck you. Seriously, fuck that guy. Okay, I'm just gonna go find this dude, someone else. Well, inevitably, that is how it is gonna be. Rusinka, thank you for the resub. Oh my god, Rusinka. I really appreciate that. And what's the oops for? Okay, we need to go this way. I did not expect to have such an easy time getting a little village started, so I'm pretty stoked about this. Oh shit, I went too far. There's a random cat meow I heard in there. You don't actually like drawing attention to the resubs, but you hit the purple bar drying your phone screen. Oh. Well, thank you for hitting the purple bar. There it is. Unsweetened tea is indeed the best thing ever. I will forever defend non-sweet tea. Like some iced tea with lemon or lime and nothing else. It's just one of the greatest things ever. And I don't hate sugar in tea, but I don't like it nearly as much as unsweetened tea. Viper, what's up? Viper, I'm on the community server. Come on. You should log on. Okay. Here's my next victim. Come here, victim. Alright. Oh, which one do I want? I have choices. I could pick an armorer or a weaponsmith. Oh. Or a shepherd. That's a shepherd over there, isn't it? Let's go with this one. You are the lucky winner. Get in the fucking boat. Get in the boat. No, get in the boat. Why is he not getting in the goddamn boat? Is he immune to the charms of my boat? Why am I having so much difficulty? There, it's a completely unobstructed boat. There's no grass or anything. Come on, sit in the boat. Sit in the fucking boat! There we go. He's in the boat. Unsweetened tea is a sin? Come on, bird. Do I know of any animal called the Tasmanian tiger? No, I don't. TJA is on Flowing Wells in Campbell? No, it is on Fort Lowell in Campbell. Fort Lowell in Campbell. Flowing Wells was further north. Alright, come on, villager. No, no, don't puke, cat. Oh, gross. My cat just puked on the floor behind me. But at least I got this villager. I can't clean that up right now. This is a critical mission. I still remember all the order of all the streets in Tucson. Oh, damn it, he's puking again. Bird! Yeah, I think it goes Prince, Fort Lowell, well, depending on like how far east or west. Yeah, Prince, Fort Lowell, Glen, Grant, Pima, Speedway, 5th Street or 6th Street, depending on where you are. Broadway or Congress, depending on where you are. 22nd, 29th, Golf Links, and then it starts to change from there. Yes, I can't believe I'm gonna have 2 villagers now. Oh man, he puked right in front of the door. I'm gonna accidentally step in that when I take a break. Fucking cat. So I think Viper is basically asking if we can do with the Tasmanian tiger what we're trying to do with the northern white rhino. Is it the northern white rhino or the southern white rhino that only has like 2 living members left, but they have a bunch of frozen sperm that they're going to try to implant in the other type of white rhino, and if they have a viable pregnancy, then they can potentially bring it back from extinction, or from near extinction. It's not technically extinct yet, but there are no living males anymore. Okay, villager, come, get on the land. You don't want to swim in the water. Here, I'll push you. Give you a gentle push. He's like, no, I like the water. No. Put me back. Alright, there. You live on my island now, asshole. Go over there with your other villager friend, you piece of shit. The last Tassie tiger died a long time ago. Yeah, that's a bummer. You know, maybe we can just Jurassic Park all animals and just find some amber that has a mosquito in it, and that mosquito drank the blood, and we can put the blood into frogs, and they'll give birth.
Then turn the frogs gay.
Well, I mean, you know, if they do, they do. No big deal. How you
Didn't
doing?
that issue with like all the males having died happen to one of the rhinos?
Yeah,
One of the
that's what I was
variants
just.
of the rhino?
That was what I was just saying. I think it's the northern white rhino. It's either the northern white or the southern white rhino, but yeah, they're down to like 2 females. The last male just died, and
Yeah, it was one of the white rhinos.
Yeah, and they have their plan, because there's other white rhinos on the planet. They're basically shipping over some potential like viable females to try to implant them with a fertilized embryo from the northern white rhino, and if she can carry it to term, they could potentially save the species. Yeah, it's crazy that we're at a point that we can actually try to do that shit.
Well, I think the thing that's crazy is the fact that we have to begin with.
Yeah, that's that's another issue. That's the bigger issue at hand, rather. Alright, there we go. Me and this villager back in the boat. Bringing him to his humble abode. Alright, you can get out of the boat now. Alright, well, now these villagers are living happily on my island. Cannot risk any dark spots, because if a zombie comes and just murders these two guys, I'm going to be very sad. And then I'll have to go kidnap more of them. Okay, so now back to what I was originally doing, which is exploring more of this map. So Bird, you are 2 deaths away from winning.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, that.
I was pretty excited when I got to 64 because I was like, oh look, a stack of death.
That's true. I see, for me, whenever I see the number 64, I always think Nintendo 64. It was one of my favorite console generations, just that every game that came out just had a 64 after it. Wave Race 64. Super Mario 64. Clay Fighter 63 and a third. Yeah, wonder if
Very much shows a bit of a generation split there.
Yeah, yeah. I was in middle school when the 64 came out. And what was it? September of 1996, I believe. Damn, it's a big ocean. Mystic, you never had a 64? Yeah, I mean, I know that generation, the PlayStation was definitely the more popular console. But I was a Nintendo kid really up until like high school. And then in high school, yeah, I had a few friends that got the Xbox, and then I got a PS2 so I could play Final Fantasy X and Grand Theft Auto 3. Because those were like, you know, the revolutionary games of those years. And Metal Gear Solid 2, I guess.
And now everyone's playing fucking PUBG and Fortnite.
That's right. Yeah, I just have realized those games are just not going to be for me. If I had more time and like had a desire to get back into like playing competitive shooters, I would probably totally dive into those. But like I think after burning out on Overwatch and like just getting obsessed with that for a while, I just kind of I've had no desire for any first-person shooters since then.
I low-key want to be interested in Fortnite, but every time I've tried it, I've just gotten wrecked so quickly, and I'm like, I don't have the time to invest into this to get good at it.
Yeah, every time I see Fortnite, I have these vague recollections of like, wait, I think I remember seeing previews of that game years ago. Like, early in the PS4, like when the PS4 was first coming out, as like, oh, there's this game and it's kind of like Minecraft, but you know, with a little more of a somewhat realistic aesthetic. And it seems like it's evolved into something entirely different and is now obviously a global juggernaut.
I know I've mentioned this a lot before, but anytime someone's like, oh, you'll like this game, it's like Minecraft. It's like, if you think I'll like it because it's like Minecraft, and you think that right now I'm interested in playing a game that's like Minecraft, why don't you just expect me to just go play Minecraft?
I thought you were gonna say,
don't tell me I'll like this game because it's similar to one I'm already playing.
Why don't
I'll
you
just go play the one that I already have.
I thought you were gonna say, why don't you just go fuck yourself? But yeah, I'm right there with you, Bird. When people say that to me, that's kind of the first reaction I have, is like, oh, that's cool. I hope you like it. I'm gonna just keep playing Minecraft because this game is fucking perfect at what it does. I don't know, I played enough other games like this to know that no game will ever satisfy my cravings quite like Minecraft.
Exactly, it's like, if I want to play games like Minecraft, I'll just play Minecraft. It's funny, I actually get that idea from this one movie that was really popular when I was like 10 or something. I don't remember much about the movie itself, but at one point they were like, if you want to go to a place that's like home, why not just stay at home? Like, don't spend all this money on a hotel, just stay at home.
Yeah.
Eat your own food. Pay your rent or something. Like, it's probably cheaper than the hotel room to begin with.
Yep, unless you're traveling for work and you have no choice. Then, sometimes. I don't know, I've never actually stayed in a hotel room that's actually like home. I feel like that doesn't actually exist. Even though
And that was actually part of the whole point, is it's like, the whole point of going to a hotel is that you're not at home. So, like, why would you want a hotel to be like home to begin with? Like, I mean, if you want a certain aesthetic, then yeah, that makes sense, but still.
Yeah. So Christina, you wish you could hit up the swap meet? It's not open? Oh, is it? That's right, it's only open on the weekends, huh? I love the Tankerverde swap meet. That is definitely... We have gotten so much incense over the years from that place. And bootleg, like, PlayStations with mod chips in them and stuff. That was... Before there was online gaming, so it wasn't like, you know... We just wanted to be able to play like Japanese import games and stuff. And you had all the systems except the GameCube. I've got the GameCube. Yeah, I mean, you can see part of my collection behind me. You see the GameCube, the Virtual Boy, PS2, the Xbox, the Dreamcast, the 64, and then a little sliver of the PS1. And then there's a handful of other systems after that. And yes, I'm just exploring. I want to fill out this map and any other close areas that are near my island. The random people who are literally just selling crap out of the back of their pickup trucks. That was us at one point. If you remember Justin, our old friend Justin from back in the day, we went with his family and had a day there where they just sold a bunch of shit. His dad like collected old toys, like toys from the 20s and 30s, and would like sell them at swap meets and stuff. Didn't have the Dreamcast either. Yep, I've got an Atari 2600 and a couple NESs and a few Super Nintendos. Oh, and a Sega Genesis and a Game Gear. And 2 Game Boy Pockets and a Game Boy Color and a Game Boy Advance and a DS and a 3DS. Yeah, the Game Gear was fucking ahead of its time. Mystic, I actually played a fair amount of my Virtual Boy when I first got it. Like, I was obsessed with Mario Tennis. There was just something so cool about playing that on the Virtual Boy with the depth of field and everything. And Wario Land. I actually played the entire Virtual Boy Wario Land game and beat it. And then Tellero Boxer is the other one I had for that, but it wasn't as good. I played it some, but not nearly as much. Yeah, Justin Elrod. Yep. I mean, I definitely got my fair share of headaches from the Virtual Boy, but I mean, I was a kid. Actually, yeah, I think I was in middle school when that, or maybe late elementary school when that came out. What did it come out, like 95? I think it came out the year before the 64 did. Your coworker used to sell toilet paper at the swap meet? I don't think I would buy toilet paper from the swap meet. This toilet paper has only gently been used.
If your toilet paper is gently used, then you're not wiping hard enough.
It's true, yeah, you're right. Unless it is ripped to shreds and disintegrating by the time it hits the toilet water. You're failing at life. I'm just gonna follow the shoreline, see how far this ocean goes back behind these plains biomes. Man, this is a lot of desert. Really nice that I set up shop on an island right near so much desert, so I'll have all the glass that my Widow Heart desires. You feel like you need to ask if people wad it or fold it? Well, you've asked. Definitely fold it. Anyone who just crumples a ball of toilet paper in their hand and...
That's just wasteful.
They're just a monster. You have to... I actually use my hand. I hold it like in a karate chop shape, like this. And I gently wrap the toilet paper around to form like a perfect little rectangular pad of delight. And then it's perfect.
I honestly just assumed that's what everyone did, but apparently some people just crumple it up into a ball, and it's wasteful. Just
well, yeah, and there's
the money they must waste on toilet paper. Like
there's a
my
much higher chance of you accidentally touching your butthole while you're wiping if you do it that way.
That too.
And you don't want to do that. Not during that ritual. Yeah. So I don't know. Considering this kind of stuff we've talked about on this stream, that seems like a pretty mild question, Christina.
I mean, yeah, that's probably one of the most calm things we've talked about.
Yeah. Okay, this is way more desert than I ever could have imagined. Yes. Mild question.
He hasn't been properly initiated yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's been a while since we've had well, everyone's been so busy. Lately it's been mostly just me and Matt playing, and I think our conversations tend to just have slightly different content than when we're all playing as a group together and talking about things that we shouldn't be talking about.
Snake penises that look like flowers.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding, that is like the infinite desert. We're gonna keep going around this way now and sail around the whole outline of the land. Is this landlocked? Oh my god, it's landlocked. That's cool though, this desert has like an entire river going through it. Oh wait, can I get through over here? Let's find out. Oh, this is exciting. Oh my god, I made it back out to the ocean. Yes, this river literally cuts through the entire desert. So cool. I'm gonna use all of this sand. Oh yeah, that's funny, Christina. We're in the same time zone. Well, that's right, you were in that part of Texas where part of the year we were the same time before. Okay. Ooh, this looks like a cool area. Okay, I do want to be thorough and get all of this area uncovered. Yeah, that's a bummer. I mean, hopefully overall it's a more pleasant place to live, but yeah, it's definitely gonna... We'll have to see how we can work out some good nursing home streams with the time zone difference. Maybe there will be some nights I could get on a little earlier or something. Okay, there we go. We finished that. Let's go over here. You'll have the bonus room be the computer room. That's awesome. Any updates yet on the latest house situation? Or are you just waiting patiently and getting all the inspections done? And all right, there's our Acacia Island. Congratulations, I'm John. I do like this Acacia Island. It's pretty cool. They accepted your offer, yes. And actually the house is newer and nicer, but it's cheaper. Less money for closing costs and taxes and insurance. You know what? I'm just going to wish you the best and say it better freaking go smoothly this time. I think you deserve that. Man, this is a huge ocean biome because this is just this map. And I know that there's a lot more ocean adjacent. So yeah, my island is like in the top right corner of this map. Yeah, I agree. Minecraft sunsets are the shit. They're awesome. Okay, I feel
especially with resource packs that change the light map.
Yeah. Oh my god, I should put on my shaders.
I usually try mine. I haven't used them in the end before.
I just found a mesa biome. That's cool. I assume we've found a few of these on the server already. Bird, are you aware of any mesa biomes?
Been to any?
What?
I haven't been to any mesas, so I don't know.
Well, there's one here. Looks like a good one. I love mesa biomes. Alright, yeah, this is the time. Options, video settings. Shaders. Sonic Ether. Unbelievable shaders. There's a little delay loading this. There it is. Oh my god. It's so beautiful. Why does this game look so goddamn beautiful with shaders on? Like, it looks better than most, like, full realistic games. And I actually get a decent frame rate as long as I'm just exploring areas that nobody's actually built in. As soon as I'm in, like, a populated area with a bunch of lights and shit, my frame rate definitely starts to suffer. All the little, and the wavy leaves on the trees, and just look at that.
The shaders that I have literally just amplify the light map. So basically, it's kind of like if someone took a photograph, then took the saturation, just cranked it all the way up. That's kind of what my game looks like right now in the end.
Oh, that's cool.
Just useless.
This is so gorgeous. I love the clouds in the sky. Yeah, I haven't found any shaders that quite match Sonic Ether. Unbelievable shaders. These are... I feel like these are like the king of shaders. And yeah, the water, like, oh my god, just looking at the water and just the ripples. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, even right now my frame rate is suffering a little bit. Maybe I'll get a liquid cooled rig with dual 1080 GTX TIs and a 20 core processor with 100 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of RAM. Then I can run shaders anywhere. So I'm just trying to figure out, if you look at the landscape, I think they're actually simulating the shade from clouds on certain blocks. And then when it rains with these shaders on, it looks so cool. Like, it looks like a foggy, just ominous rain. Oh man, my computer's running loud right now. Keep it on for a little bit longer. I have to at least approach my island with the shaders on. No, Christina, after that night, my internet has been faster than it's ever been. So I think it was just a one night kind of outage. Because, yeah, my wife and the kids both had to stop watching what they were watching because internet was like totally down for all of us. I tried rebooting everything multiple times. And the best we ever got was like half of a megabyte per second, which wasn't really enough to do anything. Yeah, there was a persistent issue there for a while, but they did end up fixing something that has basically, I mean, it's been consistently up and solid for several months now. It's just the occasional night here and there where, you know, I don't know if there's some asshole on my street just like torrenting a bunch of shit and throttling everyone else's speeds, or, you know, maybe there's equipment just gets damaged and they have to go repair various nodes and stuff. I don't know. Okay, I think we're gonna go straight this way. Let's see how well this shows. There it is. Wow, looks very, very lush. Yeah, what's my frame rate right now? 30. There we go, I got 40. I got up to 60 when I stayed still. Hey guys. Look, they're best friends now. What do you have to offer? Unbreaking 1, and I can give you coal for a trade. You'll take coal too. 19 and 18. And or death messages. Uh-oh. Alright, this is the real test. Oh! Oh my god. Whoa, it's all blurry and weird. God, see, I love how the light... Look, that's so awesome. Let's see how my cows look in here. They're like, oh my god, the sun is burning us! Ah. Wow. I'm kind of speechless. I mean, not really, because I'm talking, but, you know. So freaking cool. Oh my god, God rays. Oh, let the light shine in. Yeah, it really does look nice. Okay, let me put some of the stuff away. I'll leave this on for right now, just because... I mean, even though the frame rate's suffering a little, yeah, I think I can deal with it for now. Oh, wait, no, I was gonna do more... I am gonna do more exploring. I have to. Yeah, let's just leave the shaders on and I'm going to keep exploring. Ooh, nighttime. Oh, I gotta see this. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Oh, food? I probably do need food, don't I? Thank you for reminding me. Jeez. Look, they're happy in their homes. Wait, I just realized I could probably give them each a bunch of potatoes and make them horny. Oh, that's right, I had food cooking. Hold on, here. You know, I feel like there was a better moon at one point. I don't know why it's showing the blocky moon. At one point, and maybe it was the resource pack I had that did it before. Okay, here, you take half of these. Wait, which one of you got those? Did I give them enough potatoes? Oh, welcome home, Rasenka. We'll see you on in a little bit. Well, I'll have to remember to give these guys some more fucking potatoes later. Well, you know what? Actually, I need to take a quick break before I venture back out. So let's actually let's sit right here. I'm gonna park here for just a minute. I won't even put it on my away screen. This is just too beautiful. We'll have to leave it on this for right now. I'll be right back. And thanks for that cat puke reminder. It was cat puke. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm gonna get on my boat. I'm gonna leave. Where did this fucking chicken come from? Rosinka, are you in chat with us? I should name my boat? Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. God, it's dark.
Rosinka's not on Discord.
Okay. Wow. It was actually too goddamn dark to see my map. Well. Okay, I feel like I need to go north first. This is the more important direction. The SS Zeus. Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, what's up, Rosinka?
Not
Hey,
much, how
Rosinka.
are you? Hey, bud.
Also, I prefer the SS Anne. In case anyone still gets that reference.
Of course I do. Pokemon.
I've been watching just a shit ton of Gen 1 and Gen 2 recently.
Yeah, back when the animated cartoon was actually good.
No, I should have clarified, like, the games. I'm watching,
Oh, I thought
like,
you meant the
challenges that people are doing in those games. There's this one challenge in Gen 2 called the 6 Miracle Challenge. Probably one of the most difficult ways to play I've ever seen.
Hmm.
Guy managed to make it up to, like, the 3rd gym and still hasn't had much trouble.
Wow.
And the guy also had less trouble with Miltank than I did.
So what's been happening, peeps?
Oh, you know, same old, same old. Been working, and not having internet on Saturday was bullshit.
No!
I know.
Cox is probably one of the shittiest internet service providers that I've ever had.
You've had Cox before?
I have Cox right now. I understand the dirty joke, but
Yeah,
yes.
They really have
Internet
an,
service
they
provider
really
is
have an
just shit.
unfortunate name.
Sorry. I just can't resist having a giggle at that.
Yeah, I mean, who can? Come on, lighting. Give me the light. Yeah, Cox does not serve as many I feel like it's usually always what, Comcast and Time Warner, right?
I've heard of Time Warner, but I've never had them before.
Yeah, all I've ever had is Cox and Comcast.
But I hear Time Warner is shit.
I think all internet service providers are shit.
Can vouch for that.
I mean, I don't know. I've heard good things about people that were fortunate enough to be in a city where Google Fiber happened. But, I mean, I think they abandoned that project. It turns out creating a new ISP is a lot harder than you would think, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, 28. 29. 29. Actually don't have enough paper for another full map. I'll have to go back to my base and get more.
It's been so long since I've been on the server.
Yeah, me too. I'm having a surprisingly productive night, though. I've kidnapped some pigs and brought the pigs back to my island. I kidnapped some villagers and brought the villagers back to my island. I'm mapping out like all the oceans around here. It's pretty great.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and you're playing with shaders by the looks of things.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn them off here soon because the frame rate is kind of starting to bother me, but I just needed to let my eyes absorb some goddamn beautiful video game graphics for a little bit. Okay, let's go down. And this corner of the map. I don't know, this does make me want to just like immediately go spend, you know, $3,000 to build the most beastly PC I ever could just for Minecraft. Just
Hey,
so I can play Minecraft with shaders.
that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah?
It's funny because people joke all the time about, oh, you spent X amount of thousands of dollars just to play Minecraft when talking about like big YouTubers that do that. And it's like, yeah, But to get a computer that can play the game well, you kinda do, because it taxes your computer about as much as something like Fortnite or PUBG would, so
Yeah.
it's not
and
that far-fetched of a concept.
and it's really CPU intensive too, which most games are much less CPU intensive. But yeah, I mean, I built a really good PC. I mean, it's not as good, and it's still pretty decent. It's got a GTX 980 Ti and 16 gig of RAM and like a 4.5 gigahertz quad core Intel processor. It's all good stuff. But even without shaders on, I definitely have some major frame rate drops when I'm like in my main base area and on our private server.
You have a lot of glass though.
Yes, I do. And torches. A lot of torches too.
And lava.
And lava. I do. Lava.
You basically like building with lag blocks.
I know, that's unfortunate that I just have that bad addiction.
Yeah. Although I have like major glass plans for something I'm working on in the nursing home. And I'm kind of a little bit like, yeah, you might want to wait till you actually have a PC that's capable of dealing with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm just happy that even though it still struggles with the game, like it still runs it, perfectly well. I never have Minecraft crash on me or my graphic card crash, so it's still holding up pretty steady with this, even though it's running a little loud right now with the fans.
Yeah. How's Matt's going? Is it completely cactus or has he put a new one or?
Wait, has he what?
Didn't Matt's computer like crash out last time you guys streamed and?
Oh,
did or
well,
something?
oh, yeah. That, I don't know. I need to talk to Matt and figure out what's going on with that, because yeah, it sounds like he's eventually going to get a graphic card, but he may be a little far off from that. And I don't know, knowing Matt, it'll be hard for him to completely give up video games, so I'm sure he'll be motivated to get like some kind of a separate fan or something. But yeah,
Should just put a nice tube on it. That'll keep it cool, right?
yeah. But yeah,
It's always hot in my room, so I always have my regular fan turned on right next to my computer to keep me cool so I'm not like melting. So even if I am taxing the hell out of my computer's resources, I'll never know. So, ignorance is bliss, I guess.
Oh man, I'm pretty sure. I swear I saw Guardians.
Meep.
Oh well, fuck those Guardians.
That's kinky.
Yeah. Oh, what's up, Tagson? How are you tonight? Yeah, I swear I saw it. Like, it just scared the crap out of me, because that's the one thing about these shaders is I can't actually see under the water, really. Take it easy, Mystic. I will see you another night. Oh, that's really cool. I'm actually looking up at the clouds from the shader, and they're like animated pretty well. Like they look like they kind of drift together, and yeah, that looks really, really cool. Oh, that's cool, Texan. Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm just exploring, trying to fill in some maps. Yeah, we've definitely got a few nether fortresses. So I'm trying to remember with this next update, with the under the hood improvements they're making, like, is there expected to be performance improvements to the game, or is it still going to run about how it's always run?
I think that any like of that kind of stuff is 1.14.
It sounds like it's going to supposed to run better, but I've seen videos complaining about the pre-release actually lagging more than the snapshots were.
Oh no. Yeah, I think I might wait like a couple of days at least after the official release, just to, you know, it just seems like such a major change. I don't want to risk you know, updating the server until people generally are saying that it's running smooth and everything. Oh shit, it got dark. I can't see my map again. No. Yeah, that's true, Texan, but they should, by pre-release, it should be getting better, not worse. That's, I don't know, I've waited this long, I can easily wait a little longer. I'd rather it just be smooth and run really well than have it rushed out the door.
Yeah, I honestly wouldn't mind waiting another month if I knew that the full release was going to be completely bug-free and was going to be running smoothly and be functional.
Yeah.
Than have it today and have it crash my computer because it's so laggy.
Yep. Welcome back again, Christina.
Hey Ari, welcome back.
Let's see. Where does this ocean go? What if it turns out there's an ocean path all the way to you and Rasinka? Or wait, Rasinka, are you where are you right now? As far as like where your base is and everything.
I'm in Dan's old kingdom.
Nice. Sierra, what's up? Oh, that's right. I forgot Sierra's in fucking France.
Again.
Well, Phoenix, Arizona is not exactly France for me, so. a little jealous. There we go. I'm getting a really good frame rate right now.
Yay! Yay for frame rates.
Yeah. Maybe it's because this is a well-trodden area. I don't know.
Yeah.
I love these little desert islands separated from the main desert. Oh my god, what the fuck? Shit all. Champ, I'm in France, 8:30 a.m. Oh, damn, yeah. It's early. I'm really glad I'm making these maps. I've been going blind for so long on this server. So you're in Dan's Old Kingdom, the one with the villagers and everything.
Yeah,
Is he still up in his new area further north?
I guess.
Yeah, I guess you probably haven't been on since... Was last time you were on the last time I was on, or have you been on since then?
No, I logged on briefly, like, a couple of weeks ago or something. But I haven't really been on. I've sort of been doing stuff on the nursing home and,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, shoot. I want to get a nursing home stream in soon. Maybe this weekend? I mean, will it just be me and you?
Yeah, sounds like it.
No, I mean, we can still do one. I don't think Matt's going to be available, so I'd like to have, you know, someone to keep me company.
I'd be down for that. I might just have to check though, depending on which day I have to work late. But I'll find out sort of by Thursday and let you know what's going on there.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, let me
okay.
know. Yeah, it'd be nice. I can't wait to get like a few of us together to do like a group thing on there. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, congrats on the advancement. I'm John. Into fire. Was that killing the blaze?
It's collecting a blaze rod.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Yeah, blazes do suck. Hey, Rasinka, can you tell me what your coordinates are right now? Just curious.
About 880.
880?
Yeah. Ish.
Okay. So let's map all this out. I'm just curious how close I can get to where you are without leaving the water. Well, bye, Sierra. Thank you for gracing us with your presence for a few minutes. So we gotta go around this whole peninsula. Not today, thank you. What's that one?
Shooting
Blocking a
gas.
projectile with a shield.
Oh, from a ghast?
Blocking any projectile with a shield.
Oh, even like just from a skeleton.
Usually it's gotten from a skeleton.
Gotcha. Take it easy, Sierra.
Ooh,
Rip.
rip.
Ouch.
I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right.
Oh, this looks awesome. Lava into the ocean.
Say that it feels right.
That's a man-made path. I'm...
So right, so right, so right. I'm just going with the gut. Never had a doubt, felt like this is just a must. Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet. Hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back. Girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast. Cause I just wanna know what you gonna do with all of that. Ain't gotta say a word, I know what's up. You can have it all, watch me rip it off. I'll admit it, you got me feeling hella.
Alright, are you gonna be able to sleep here in a second, Rosinka, or anybody else?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm in the end, so
64, okay. I am basically 200 blocks away, or 300 blocks away from you, Rosinka.
Okay.
So that's how close I'm able to get. Just by sea. Oh shit, rain. Oh, I love how the ground looks after rain in this game. Oh my god, wow. Really close to you guys. We could actually dig a little canal if we wanted to pretty easily.
So you're coming in from the north across the desert? No.
From the
Not
south.
north.
I'm standing in the desert south of you looking down. How long has this moat been around the city?
I don't know.
I feel like I just noticed the moat.
Yeah, I feel like Dan may have done that. Oh, hang on. So that river was, I think, always there? Maybe? Because I think Dan actually did it just based off the, like, where the river was.
Hmm. Okay. I guess I've just never been on this side of the wall, really. Mobs are usually not supposed to be able to despawn if they take an item. Alright, well, I am going to come to the base. Is there an entrance on the back here? Or on the south end?
Eh, Have you got a pickaxe on you?
Yes.
Then make one. And then, you know, plug it back up.
Oh wait, there is one over here. I just want to run around your base real quick and get this on my map.
Oh my god, these villagers are still fucking.
They are?
Yeah, I just saw love hearts.
What has made them so randy?
I don't know.
Wait, what is this blue and red building? There's Dan's place up there on the hill. Oh, frame rate is slowing down. Hello.
Hey!
So I'm about a full map away from you guys. Because yeah, you're at the top of this map. I'm at the top of the map south of this.
Okay.
Yeah, that sucks, I'm John. I'm sorry. I was pretty bummed after I fell in lava when we fought the Ender Dragon, and I was headed back. I don't think I logged back in for like a month after that because I was so bummed.
Are you working on the Ender bird?
Bird. Bird star cow.
Yeah. Yeah. What?
Are you working on the Ender?
I was actually gathering end stone so I could work on it. Then got distracted, and now I'm just kind of looking for end cities. I found one, but it had already been completely raided, and it also wasn't big enough for the advancement. So, bit of anticlimacticness.
Wait, who raided an end city?
I have no idea. I'm thinking it was Nimble, but there's no way to prove it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I
The
guess
end's open.
yeah, technically it's fair game. As long as like someone doesn't go and raid a whole bunch of them. Oh, that sucks, John.
I guess we can always reset the end at some point if need be.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully it's not too hard though to, you know, find a couple of cities, and then if someone wants to fly around and map the rest of it out, or not the rest of it out, but, you know, map a fair amount of it out. It is infinite, after all.
Yeah, and if we kill the dragon a few more times, we'll open up more portals and stuff.
Yep.
I don't actually know what I want to do on here.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's how I was for a little while, and then I started that island base, and that's my goal. Make an underwater base. You should make I don't know, a floating sky ship.
I should do something. What I should really do is just log back onto the nursing home and finish up that little pigman.
How close do you think you are? Out of curiosity.
What have I got to do?
Oh, is that your base, Birdstar? I haven't seen. I actually have not seen your base, Bird, since you had that little hut by the jungle. Oh, Iron, thank you for the resub. Oh, yep, I did draw a penis on the map. Sky network of 3 buildings? I'll have to check that out, Bird.
Yeah, you're heading in the wrong direction for it though. It's north of us.
Oh, well, I've come too far now. I'm sorry, Rasinga, what did you say about how far you think on the pigman farm?
Okay. So, I've got not actually that much left to do on it. I've still got to put the alarm pigs in. I've kind of been leaving them because once they're in, the farm's active, and it's really hard to lose aggro. And I don't really want to accidentally hit one while I'm working on it and then have to deal with the consequences of that.
Yeah.
I have to replace an iron golem because I accidentally shot one of them off one of the glass blocks. Oh my god, your friend bought you Tim Tams iron? That's awesome. And yes, you have to eat them all in one sitting. Sorry. And then I've got a little bit more of a tower to build. Or I've got 2 towers to build. And then I think I'll be done. I'll move a couple of villagers. So...
Wait, and what are the villagers for with the zombie pigman farm?
Well, they're not really necessary. But we're gonna have a shit ton of rotten flesh up there. And mending is basically the only enchantment that you can't get. One of the few enchantments that you'd actually want that you can't get by just like straight up enchanting. So
Yeah.
I've got a really expensive mending villager and a handful of clerics. So I was just gonna dump them up there in the farm to A, use up as much rotten flesh as possible, but also so that if you wanted to pay 38 emeralds for a mending book, there was means to do that.
Yeah, that sounds smart to me. Nice. Well, you got it. Seems like you've got it all thought out. And I can't wait to see the aesthetic, you know, just hearing little bits and pieces of what you've done. What color blocks you've used. Very curious to see how that all ends up looking in the end.
Yeah, it's rainbow.
I love it. But yeah, you've got to be a little bit careful not to hit the iron golems. They get knocked off the blocks really easily, as I discovered the other day. And the iron golems are...
Basically, so little magma can spawn on there. Like magma creams.
Okay. And the
yeah, they
golems
can
attack them?
No, they move towards the golems to attack the golems and then they just fall off the edge and get out of the way, so it doesn't interfere with the mob cap.
Oh, man. That's just stuff I never knew. I never knew there was that much detail in it. There we go. Man, I am making good progress on these maps. For not having Elytra. Getting some work done.
You could come into the end and we can end raid.
I am not quite equipped for that, unfortunately. I need to get a good bow and a good sword. And I don't have good boots or anything, so I feel like those shulkers are just gonna fucking wreck me until I'm more prepared. Oh boy, it got dark again. What are Tim Tams and Milo? Or Milo?
Hello. So Tim Tams are like this biscuit. They've got like a cream filling, and then a chocolatey biscuity layer, and then they're dipped in more chocolate.
Okay.
You can get like double coat ones, or sometimes the cream filling is replaced with caramel or black forest or whatever. And they're basically like our national biscuit. I would like send them to you when I send you Vegemite, but I think they have something in them that's like banned in America. So
Okay.
probably the thing that makes them taste good. But anyway,
Crystal meth?
yeah, probably. um, yeah, so that's a thing. But
Yeah.
so I can't. Well, I haven't sent them. And Milo is like this malt. It's like it's sort of chocolatey, but it kind of isn't. And it's like a powdery stuff, and you put it like in milk,
Okay.
like a drink powdery type thing. But it's like malty and stuff, malty and chocolatey. And like there's literally this whole like Australian pastime of like you would have a glass of ice cold milk, and then you'd put like a centimetre or however many centimetres you can get away with normally of this stuff on the top, like it forms like a topping, I guess. And then it like mixes through the milk as well.
Okay.
It's very good.
Wow. This all sounds very exotic and really cool. We have Ovaltine. Have you ever had Ovaltine?
Yeah.
Damn
it's
it.
Kind of a little,
I was hoping that
it's a
was
little bit
uniquely...
like it.
It was what?
It's kind of a little bit like it, only it's not.
Only it's
It isn't.
not.
Well, I don't know. I don't know the best way of describing it.
I
yeah,
love
actually,
Ovaltine, by the way. Like the malted chocolate Ovaltine. Fucking delicious.
I wonder if you can get Milo over there. Anyway, let me know when you're out of Vegemite and I'll send Milo with Vegemite.
Oh, you're too kind.
I just like corrupting people to our weird Australian food.
Yeah. I have a harder time getting people to buy into the beer cups as much as I have. That's like and that's not even American, that's Mexican. I don't think there is anything uniquely American as far as like food goes that I could ever think to, you know, right, oh, you gotta try this American cuisine.
I like the peanut butter cups.
American cuisine is fucking up other people's cuisine. That's all it is.
American
Well,
cuisine is French fries. Yeah, that's. I feel like that's like.
It's actually pretty valid because French fries were invented in like California or something.
And
Technically,
some asshole is just like, this is probably how French people would do it. I don't know.
And technically the style is French because the full name is French cut fries, because the style of cut is a French way to cut a vegetable. But as far as
Into
potatoes
sticks,
go,
into
French
little
people don't
sticks.
cut potatoes like that. So it's a French style of preparing the food. It's just that French specific food in that manner. So if you cut up something like a zucchini that way, that would be considered a French food. But because it's on a traditional potato, it's not French. Because they don't.
They don't what?
French people might do that with something like a zucchini, like that style of cutting it, but
Yeah,
they
it's
don't
called
do it with just
julienne.
regular. So it's a French cut fry, but it's not actually French.
Oh, I see. I like my fries.
Your example point, it was just a guy that cut up some, hey, I guess the French do this.
Yeah.
So that's what I'll call it.
Yeah.
So all the goddamn end islands out here are spaced like a billion blocks apart, and it's not worthwhile trying to bridge between them.
Yeah, it's sometimes frustrating and lonely exploring the end. It's very monotone.
And vertigo inducing.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But yeah, I mean, the only food I can really think of that's uniquely American, maybe, is like, I don't know, would you say some of the barbecued food in Texas and stuff, you know? In my head, I don't associate, like, you know, that type of stuff. I don't think I've heard of it being a main thing in other cultures.
What is it? Sorry.
Just barbecue, you know, like typical barbecue meal, mashed potatoes and gravy, and barbecued ribs, and corn on the cob, and macaroni and cheese.
We do the barbecue thing here. The mac and cheese thing is.
It's Italian, of course. Mac and cheese.
Sorry, I leant on my headphone cord and managed to like rip out the cable.
No, it's okay.
Mac and cheese, I would say, was American.
No, it's Italian. It has pasta.
Yeah. Yeah, but like, yeah, I guess. I know.
I think our cuisine of pour nacho cheese on everything.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's just
Or
maybe that's
ranch.
just my cuisine. I love pouring nacho cheese on everything.
American, other people's cuisine, and then diseases.
You're cutting out a little bit there, Bird. Yes, I like ranch dressing. That's American.
Cuisine is so that disease when you.
Yeah. You can really tell the difference, though, I think, between American chocolate and Australian chocolate, though.
Australia. So you tell the difference.
Is Bird cutting out for you, Rusinka, or do you hear everything Bird's saying?
Yeah. No, Bird's cutting in and out for me as well.
Bird, your internet. No.
My internet is probably going to shit.
No, yeah.
What the way you tell the difference between Australian chocolate and American chocolate is that the Australian chocolate.
Oh, it cut out when he was about to tell us about the Australian chocolate.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Is vastly superior, though, is how that sentence should end.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm not big on sweets anyways, so you can win that argument. I just want my spicy food. I want everything spicy and salty all the time. Oh, yes, that's what Bird said. See, exactly what you wanted.
Thanks, Bird. Yeah, no, I find that, like, American chocolate has this real, like, almost harshness to it. Like, it's... Yeah, it's weird. You can... I think it's because you guys use, like, a lot of palm or... Is it palm sugar? Or corn sugar or something? Syrup?
Well, what are you talking about? Dark chocolate or milk chocolate or?
Pretty much all of it. Like, particularly, like, your standard Hershey's bar or whatever. And even, like... The, like, we had Yowies, and I think I don't think any made it into the box that I sent to you. I think I might have sent them to Ari, but they were an Australian thing that then started being manufactured in the US, and you could, like, really taste the difference. Like, they didn't taste like the Yowies that we had as kids.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were first manufactured by Cadbury, which is a British company, I think. But very popular out here. And then they were being made in Florida by somebody else. They definitely don't taste the same.
Well, isn't it that way with a lot of things? Like, I feel like I've heard that about, like, Coca-Cola, how it will taste much different in other countries than how it tastes here.
I think Sierra
Like
said that to me.
Yeah, and I think I've heard that about a few other things, and I think like the recipes and popular things are tweaked to fit like the predominant palate of wherever, you know, they're selling them. That's what's fascinating to me, is just how different, you know, different cultures with different cuisines, how, you know, people just have a tendency to like different flavors.
Hmm.
American chocolate adds paraffin wax, which makes it taste amniotic. Wait, what? Really? These are things I did not know. Oh my god, it is amazing how dark it gets with this, with these shaders on.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go and feed ponies in a minute.
That's okay.
So-
I'm not going to be on much longer. I'm a little more tired than usual, and I have work again in the morning.
But yeah, I will let you know when I'm around for the nursing home stream or which day.
Okay. And
I
did
seem to be
did
getting my. Sorry.
I was just gonna ask if you happen to know which day or when Sierra was coming back, or was he out for like a month?
No, no. He said that he was flying back this weekend.
Okay.
So
So Saturday night my time would be Sunday your time, so maybe he'd be back, but
maybe I get the feeling that he probably won't be. I also get the feeling that he'll probably be pretty wrecked. I
right.
think he's got like a really long flight.
Wow.
Yeah, we're so far away from everyone. Like, to get to Europe or something, it's something like 24 hours or some bullshit like that.
Jesus. How long is it to get to California?
Depends which way we go.
What's one option? I have no idea, like, what your route would be going that way.
Well, I think you can either go over the, like, Pacific, and go, like, that way, or you'd go the other way. But looks like non-stop to Los Angeles is 14 hours, but it goes up to, like, 20 hours depending on where you want to end up.
Yeah.
I'm basing that from Melbourne because that's the closest capital city to me. I would really like to come and like visit the States, but I'm kind of waiting for your political system to like chill out a little bit.
I don't blame you. Yeah.
Basically.
I don't mind other people squeezing us a little bit economically to help us get our shit together.
Yeah. It's more just like, yeah. You know. Maybe one day I'll come visit you guys.
It would be cool. We'll have to have a whole, I don't know. Just get everybody to agree to travel on one specific week to one specific location.
Yeah. Although, honestly, we have enough trouble organising enough to get together to raid the end or something like that.
Well, maybe if it's like something like Disneyland, everyone will be super motivated.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'd like to see, like, probably Disneyland would definitely be on the list, but I'd also like to visit, like, some of those more, like, I guess, rural states.
Like in the Midwest?
Yeah. I'm looking at a map of America because I like literally have no concept of your
That's
geography
interesting.
whatsoever.
Yeah, I've driven through those states when I was a little kid and we moved from Michigan to Arizona. And we pretty much cut a diagonal swath across the whole Midwest there, and other than that, yeah, I've like barely ever, and I've maybe had a few connecting flights there.
Yeah, I don't know,
It is really gorgeous, though. I mean, I think it's a foreign concept to me because I've lived in areas surrounded by mountains for so long. Like, you know, being in those states where it's just plains and flat ground as far as the eye can see, that sounds pretty crazy.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love to see like some mountain. Basically, don't think I'd be super comfortable in like the big cities, but I would love to see more of the, I guess, the countries, or like, not the outback, but kind of like whatever the American equivalent to that is, like,
Phoenix, Arizona.
sounds good.
I mean, you know, we do have it. You know, one thing I will say is crazy is, you know, living here in Arizona in the Sonora Desert is, you know, it's just so normal, like seeing saguaro cacti everywhere and, you know, seeing freaking desert lizards running across the ground at all times of the day. And, you know, I don't know, that shit's just completely normal, but then you watch like a nature documentary and it's like, oh, the Sonoran Desert. It's home to some of the rarest. I don't know, that's my terrible
David Attenborough.
David Attenborough. But yeah, I would say Phoenix, or not Phoenix, but like some of the more remote areas of the Arizona desert probably be somewhat outbacky. I feel like the Midwest isn't quite, because it's more temperate, and I mean the outback is like more of a harsh climate, right? Like
Yeah.
a harsh, hot climate.
Yeah. It's hard to explain because like we have these temperate plains, and where I live is very, like, it sort of ranges in temperature sort of between, I don't know, 0 to 45 degrees Celsius. So like it's sort of, and like we're coming into winter and it's been like under 20 degrees, which is miserable. And it's very plainy, like there's not a heck of a lot of red dirt. But then, yeah, I don't know, Australia's quite varied climate-wise, so it would be cool to like try and find similar places in the US. But I'm gonna have to love you and leave you guys, so I will see you this weekend. Bye.
Alright, bye, Rasinka. We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm headed back to my island now. I'm gonna make a quick little map wall somewhere, just gonna make some copies of these two maps so I can have a little marker where my base is. And then yeah, I think I'm gonna log out here in a little bit. It's not too bad, I still hit 2.5 hours. So I think I'm coming up close now on to about 1.5 years of consistent streaming. Doing this Minecraft stuff. I can't believe it's already June, like time is just flying. God, that looks so incredible. Well, I didn't expect to leave the shaders on this whole time, but it just looked too good. Okay, item frames. 2. Leather sticks. 2 item frames. Okay, now let's see which wall we want to put this on.
Oh, where did Rasinka go? I muted myself a few minutes ago.
She had to go feed ponies, and I'm going to be done here in a little bit, so she was just saying goodbye. I feel like this is as good a spot as any. There we go. So that's our cool little Savannah Island. Yeah, massive amounts of desert biome. Oh my god, so cool. Alright, we're gonna put these maps here for safekeeping. Alright, well thank you, Bird. Thank you for coming and hanging out, keeping me company. Alright, let's put this paper back. Actually, these empty maps, I think I'll keep in my chest here too. Empty maps. These things on me. Alright, before I go, I'm going to turn shaders back off. I don't want to have them on next time I log in. What are the internal shaders? I don't know that I've ever tried that. Oh, frame rate has returned. I still think this game is fucking gorgeous, even with the default look. Nothing really, just vanilla. I mean, does it add shadows at all? So if I go in here and say internal, is it going to actually add some shadows? Seems pretty much the same. It gives me at least those options there. I assume those are the Optifine, whatever Optifine considers internal shaders. Okay, well... Oh, what the fuck? Do I really have this kind of shit in here? Shit. Do I have nether warts? Oh, the way you asked that question. No, I don't have nether warts. I'm sorry. I'm wart free. Nether wart free. Alright, so next time, sand is the main thing I need. Alright, well, I'm gonna call it here. It was fun. I'm glad I finally got to get on here and have another session on the community server. But take care. Have a good night. I'll see you guys on Friday night. Peace out.